Hi y'all, Renee here. I am here today to show you some cards that I made for an event that I'm going to tomorrow. I needed to bring 20 cards for a card swap for an event. So, real quickly, I'll just show you the cards I made. I used these two stamp sets. I used this stamp here, and I used the Just a Note. There it is, Just a Note. So these are the two stamp sets that I used. The paper I used was this, oops, I'm making a big old mess, was this, it's called Beautiful Gallery, and I did an unboxing of this, and it's the one that has all these really beautiful watercolor scenes, and I'm still having a little bit of a trouble, one, letting myself cut into these papers, because they're so beautiful. So I did set aside one of each that I did not cut into. But I've been having trouble fitting them on a card exactly how it looks nice. But the other side of the papers are very useful for cards. So that's what I used for this. So I cut down the pieces and ended up with this strip from the pieces, and I can use that strip for another card. So I just put it here in my little pouch thing that I use. So I'll give you a quick, I made 3 of each card. This card was done using Secret C as my ink color and my solid color cardstock. And then I used forget which one it was. I think it's Daffodil Delight. Just a quick little to put yellow on the flower in the middle of the flower. So I made 3 of those. This particular card design is called the shutter technique. So I will show you how to do this. So if you want to see how to do this, just stay to the end of the video and I'll show you real quick. I set one of the cards aside. And then this one is done with Poppy Parade. So there's a closer look at that, and all 3 are exactly the same. This one was done with Mossy Meadow. And this one was also done with Mossy Meadow because it worked for both of the colors of the paper. This one is Cajun Craze. And this one is also Cajun Craze. And then this one is, what's it called? Pretty Peacock. So Pretty Peacock. And I saved one of these to show you how I made it. So what I have is just a regular card base. This is also a little piece of the paper that I cut off that I put on the inside just for decoration. This is just a piece of the colored cardstock that I cut at 5.5 by 4.25. Then this is the designer series paper. You can see that's the other side. This I cut at 4 by 5.25. Then this is just some Whisper White that I cut into a square that was just big enough for the stamp that I wanted to use. So I think it came out to 2.5 square, something like that. Really doesn't matter. It could be any size square. And then these strips are 1/4 inch wide, and they were just cut from the extra, just the scraps that I had left over. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I use liquid glue. This is, I think, Barely Art glitter glue. And what I do, I've got to put my glasses on. So what you do to get it started, make sure I'm in the frame here, is you just line it up right there with that guy. And then what I was doing with my reverse tweezers is I was laying it right here at the edge so that I would know exactly how far to put my glue, so I didn't put glue all the way down and then glue, get glue all over my table. So that's how I was doing it. And then you just butt it up against there. This first one, just make really, really sure and careful that you are right along the edge of the other side. So I'll give you a look at that so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Then I'm just going to turn it, and the next one on the other side, just butt up to the edge. Again, I put my reverse tweezers right where I need to stop doing my glue, so it looks like that. Put my glue on here. And then butt this up. And these strips that I cut 1/4 inch, they were just left over from the solid color cardstock after I cut out these bases right here. And so these are 5.5 inches by 1/4 inch, but you can obviously tell they don't need to be that long. So feel free to, if you don't have as much paper and you don't want as much waste, you could obviously cut that off and use it over on this side as well. So, but I had the paper, so I just decided to go ahead and use the scrap that I had to make it easier on myself. And then this will be the last one. Butt it up against there. Put my tweezers. A little bit of glue. And butt it up against there. See how quickly this comes together? And it didn't take me hardly any time at all to do the pre-gluing that I did on the rest of this, but I didn't think you needed to watch me do that. That's pretty simple. And just cut off the extra pieces there. And then we're going to glue this down to here. So it really doesn't take a whole lot of glue. I just do dots. And then because I've got stuff in the middle, I'll put a little bit more in the middle. And if you're using these types of glue bottles with the precision tip, make sure you put a pin in it, or else you will never get in there again and it'll be a mess, because I've done that. I thought, oh, I can just leave it open for a little bit. No, it dries pretty darn fast. It does give you enough time, though, to make sure you get this straight. And then once you got it straight, just push it down. And there you go. That's how you make the shutter technique card. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will hopefully be back soon with some more projects for you. In the meantime, leave me a comment. Let me know which one of the color combinations you like the best. I think this one right here is probably my favorite. I love these colors together. But just let me know which one is your favorite. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.